Welcome back, everybody, and I'm sure that you're as happy as I am to have the sun smiling on us this day. It is truly the time of spring. I hear birds, I see buds, and while I know living in Ontario, there can be some sudden changes in the weather, I think in general we are well on our way to a full and robust spring. I hope that this last Sunday's intergenerational worship service warmed your hearts, lifted your spirits, maybe even opened your minds a little bit. I think the way that we were able to prayerfully, playfully, and enthusiastically celebrate everybody's commitment to being kind, I hope that that rang true, resonated with you, and perhaps gave you something to carry with you about your week. For me personally, one of the real revelations that I had in preparation for that service, knowing what Saidat was going to talk about, was the realization that kindness is rooted in kinship, but also recognizing that Jesus extends kinship to include all of creation, certainly all of our siblings who are recognized as children of God. And that really drives the point home to me. We should not set up groups of people that deserve our kindness and groups of people that are less deserving. Jesus' injunction is clear. We are to be kind, which is to say, treat everyone. And we can even extend that thanks to our indigenous siblings who teach us all our relations. We can extend that kinship to include this web of life of which we are an integral part. I know that at First St. Andrews, that statement, that phrase, that sentiment means a great deal to us because we are striving to become more ecologically attuned and sensitive to our interdependence, that beautiful web of relations that we make up and on which we depend for our very life. This last Sunday gave us an opportunity to hear from our kids, to hear from outside voices, to hear from people that don't always get heard. I hope that some of the colors, some of the spontaneity, some of the music was not only new, but that it might have challenged in a loving way some of our preconceived notions about what worship and gathering could be, and perhaps might well be more regularly in the future. I find it to be most engaging when people have different perspectives and we can cast a wide net on Sunday mornings. It's not easy to do, and we are not perfect. We never are. But our efforts, I think, show anybody that were to come on that Sunday or anybody that comes at any other time of the week, our efforts show that we at First St. Andrews are committed to welcoming whomever wants to come and be a part of this thing that we are being called to do, which is to have impact in our world through loving relationship, loving kindness, reaching out to people that we don't know yet and whose voices have not been heard and whose stories have not been told. We want to be a part of that storytelling, uplifting love, just like we've been given by Christ. So I pray that some examples were on display this Sunday that have inspired you, and I also hope that you carry that witness with you this week and all the days to come, because we're going to need it in this world and in these times in which we live. Thanks for joining me today for this postscript. Look forward to seeing you next week.